Steve, in your book, you talk about how employees are often bogged down in busy work or inefficient processes. They don't have time to or they can't innovate and move the company forward. So how can a distributor diagnose where those inefficiencies lie?
Well, the inefficiencies, I call those do-do work. And that's because people do a lot of work that may not get them anywhere. Often we call it busy work because it makes us look busy, and we think that if we look busy, we're going to get promoted. So sometimes we have to eliminate the do-do. The easiest way to focus in on the do-do work is with two very simple questions. These are, what is the dumbest thing that you are doing, and what is the hardest thing that you are doing? And those two simple questions are absolutely easy to ask. They are difficult sometimes to answer. You have to understand that most employees have never been asked by their boss to tell them what they are doing that is dumb or is difficult. The boss, they think, wants to only hear them saying that they'll get it done. So they're afraid to put out the answers. But if you give them the opportunity, if you give them a safe environment to start telling you about things that don't work, they will tell you. And every dumb thing, every hard thing is an opportunity to make things better. You know, a simple one, we had found that people were doing a report and they would handwrite it, lay it out, it would be put on top of a cabinet, and nobody knew who used the report. They just knew that it disappeared every night. Well, one night I stuck around. I was doing some other flow charting and understanding how information flowed through this organization, and I saw the janitor come in, pick up the report off of the shelf, put it in a box in the closet, and he was leaving, and I said, wait a minute, I got to ask you what you're doing. He said, well, these reports used to stack up so high it became too heavy to lift, so now they take it every day, put it in the box, and once a week they take the box out to the garbage. Now this is a report that people spent an hour and a half every afternoon putting together for years. I asked the person who was doing the report, why do you do it? Her answer, this is what I was taught to do when I first came to work here a couple years ago. With a little more tracing, I found out that it was a report the president of the company had requested, figured out that it wasn't quite what he really wanted, and stopped looking at it, but never told anybody else to stop doing it. That closet report is a perfect example of do-do work. It was being done, it kept people busy, but it had no value. If you ask people what's hard, what's dumb, you will be focused in on a lot of do-do processes. Get rid of them. You will find your people will have more time to do the important things, and less time will be wasted doing nothing.
Well, and Steve, if I remember correctly, you said that one of the best groups of employees to ask some of these questions to is new employees. Is that right?
Absolutely. The new employee is the way to get tens of thousands of dollars of free consulting. All you have to do is be willing to listen to them, because they don't know how you do things. So they're going to come in with a set of eyes where they learn to do things in a different environment. And they're going to look around, in the first 2 weeks of their existence, they're going to have a lot of questions about, why do you do it this way? If you will sit and listen to them during those first 2 weeks, call them into an office every afternoon and ask them, what was the dumbest thing you saw us do today? You will get tens of thousands of dollars of free consulting. Now, after about 2 weeks, they become part of the problem. They learn how you do things, and they no longer will be able to see what it used to be like. But during those first couple weeks, wow, what a great resource. And I don't care if it's a janitor, a warehouse guy, or a new vice president of sales. Ask them all the same question. You'll get amazing input.